it's Gabby Fe. Welcome back to my podcast. You may have seen my viral TikTok videos on the Shade Room, Real Toronto News, World Star, etc., etc. And today we have a very special guest with us, Stormy Maya.
Hi.
So if you guys don't know, literally Stormy, we started talking a while ago on TikTok, but Stormy Maya, we've seen her on our big screens. We've seen her on our small screens. She had the cutest little stripper like dance scene in, the movie with 𝐥𝐤𝐤, Hustlers. She's on She's Gotta Have It. If you're a New Yorker, you guys know and love Spike Lee. And you're on the Wu-Tang episode.
Yeah, Wu-Tang season 3 that comes out February 15th.
Hey, so I'm really excited to dive in with Stormy. So Stormy, how are you doing? How's everything?
I'm fine.
So Stormy, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, people that don't know you, who's Stormy Maya?
Honestly, I'm a person that started off trying to hustle and just kind of made a career out of it. So I do like a lot of things. So people know me for different avenues. Some people know me for my rock band Cinnamon Babe. Some people know me for my acting. Some people know me for my Instagram thought work. I'm just an entertainer of sorts. I entertain, so I'm always kind of popping up places.
Okay, where are you from? Where's your hometown?
Bronx, New York.
Okay.
Hey,
BX in the house.
BX in the house. Been in LA now for like a year and a half.
Okay. I rep Bedside, Brooklyn for the past 8 years. That's been my home.
All right.
Now I'm in LA, so, I kind of go back and forth, though, for work and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm mostly, as an actor, I haven't done anything in LA. Everything I do as an actor is East Coast. I do all my work mostly in Atlanta and New York.
Wow.
It's like 90% of where I'm booked.
Is New York?
And Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Like last year, I filmed in Atlanta for one project for 2 months straight, and then I did a movie later on that year for a month straight in Atlanta. And then all the TV shows I did like for HBO and Hulu and stuff like that were all in New York. So I mostly work East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, of course. I'm a New Yorker. I love New York. But the reason why I left is because I think there's like a housing crisis there right now. It's like hard to get housing in New York. Like honestly, they're playing games with me. Their credit score requirements were just insane. But also I like the fact being here because I do a lot of social media content. So I can do that year round.
Yeah.
It's sunny and it's more inspirational to do content, pictures, videos. New York, sometimes it's hard. It's sometimes like gloomy and it gets cold and rainy. So it's really hard to do content.
I agree. I it was a struggle. When I tell you it was a struggle to adapt to living in Los Angeles when you're a New Yorker because it's so different. Mm-hmm. And it was hard because I was like, man, I miss the food. I miss the people. I miss the culture. That was hard. But the upside, it's always sunny in LA. I can always take good content. If you're into social media, this is a great place to do that kind of stuff. So that's why I love LA. Those are few little reasons I love LA, but it makes a difference for me. So I do love that. So let's just get right into it, Stormy. Tell me about your love life. Are you dating anyone now? What's that looking like?
Oh God. No. Girl, I'm bad at picking men. I am a very monogamous person, and I'm a long-time dater. So for me, every relationship I've had since high school has been pretty long-term. But I think that I picked the wrong people to do long-term with. And I technically just got out of a relationship that was about a year, which isn't necessarily that long, but it was toxic, child.
What's wrong with them? Why do you feel like you picked the wrong man? What's the similarities between?
Well, I think that I have slight envy, for women like you.
Really?
No, I'm serious. Because I think that I think I'm a little bit too forgiving on a lot of fronts about what a man has to bring to the table and what I will deal with and what I will receive. And I think a lot of times it ends up biting me in the ass because I'm willing to work with men, and I've been doing that for years, where I'll accept men who don't necessarily bring a lot into the relationship, as far as most of them have not met me financially, and a lot of them have not met my work ethic. And I have tried to balance it of okay, I don't mind being the main breadwinner, or the main, like, you know, making the most money in this relationship, and thinking that the men in return would be appreciative or thinking that in return the men would like respect that. But unfortunately, what I've been dealing with for years are men that are envious that I'm making more money or that I'm doing better. And then I also have dealt with men who have taken advantage of where I am the main breadwinner, and then I'm thinking, oh, they're going to appreciate the fact that I'm doing this for them and this for them. But in turn, I'm always kind of getting like talked to like I ain't shit, you know, after I've put so much into it. Like I'll sit there and work with you. I'll be like, okay, you know, you ain't got to have it all together with me, and I'll help you build up. I've employed men, everything, and then in the end, I've never been appreciated thus far. I've been taken very heavily advantage of. So at this point, I'm just like, I don't know.
Do you feel? Girl, I've been there. I've been there, and I'm over it. Okay, I'm done dating broke boys and being their mothers and doing everything for them and trying to like make them, you know, build a man. I'm not building a man anymore. Come correct or don't come at all. Like I'm just so tired. Like because you just get fed up and frustrated. And I've noticed that because you know I date. I noticed that like men who don't have their shit together and you do, that those be the main ones to take advantage and not be grateful for it, because I feel like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes men feel like you're taking their manlyhood if you're the breadwinner and you can do all of this that they can't do. So like to take it out on you, they're like treating you like you ain't shit, talking to you like you ain't shit, and all of that because they can't stand the fact that their woman is coming with everything, you know, taking care of things, and they can't do that, and they feel like they've lost their manhood in that situation or whatever. I think it's dumb, but like their prides be hitting hard, and like they have big egos, and like I always talk about this, the fragile male ego. They cannot handle sometimes when their woman is doing better than them. But it's like, why are you looking at us like that? Like competition. It's embarrassing. Stop it.
That's unfortunately been my experience in back-to-back relationships where I have my career, and like I said, I'm making my money and I'm doing everything, but then I will try to help whoever I'm with, like escalate, you know, in their life. But unfortunately has not been appreciated. It's been almost like entitlement. It comes with it. So I've had men that I have built up, like when they got with me, and then by the time we were done, they were in a better position in life where I helped them financially. I helped them get in a better position. And I have found myself getting taken advantage of and being talked to in a certain way. And I've seen envy and anger. I had a relationship where I was helping them a lot, like elevate in life and get in a better position. And then at first it was grateful and happiness, but then as months went on, it became like they were very upset and angry towards me. And when I addressed it, they were just like, I feel like my whole life's about you and I don't have nothing for myself. And they were just upset that they were dependent on me almost because they needed me in order to have a proper livelihood and have their life together. And I'm just sitting there like innocently like, hey, I'm trying to help you. Like, I love you. I want to help you get your stuff together. But I'm getting met with anger of like, I'm a man. I'm not supposed to have you do this for me. And like almost like this anger. So then I'm looking like, well, I'm not going to be apologetic for my success and my hard work. So what am I supposed to do? Watch you struggle when I love you? So unfortunately, it's just been hectic. And I've been trying to maybe in the future find an equal or someone better. But yeah, have not found that yet.
I feel you. And oh my gosh, it just gives me flashbacks because that's literally the type of men I used to date. And I'm just like, raise your standards, women, raise them, because these men will never treat you like the queen you deserve to be treated, because they have to do the self-work of not being jealous and like, you know, make your work ethic up, get your money up, do your thing. Like they're just, the fact that like a man that you're in a relationship with would be jealous of your success, that's a weak man. Like that's like a really weak man. Like how are you jealous of your woman? That's crazy to me.
It's very common though, and like I've dated mostly men who are older than me, and yeah, a lot of them are jealous if they themselves aren't bringing as much to the table financially or whatever, or seeing my success and being slightly jealous of it. It's been a problem I've had. But I don't even honestly ask for much. I tell people to, like, you know, even if they don't support me, I'm telling them, like, pull your own weight, you know. I have no problem even, like, if you want to split things down the middle almost. But a lot of people I'm with, I've noticed that they're not even trying to pull that, because they're like, oh, she got it, she can handle it. And I'm getting taken advantage of a lot, unfortunately.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
And the fact that you said, because that behavior I do notice a lot from like younger men, but you're saying that you date older men and you still get that.
It doesn't matter age.
Woo.
I only date older men. Like, it doesn't matter.
How much older?
My two, okay, so the last one was 6 years older, but then the two before that were 13 years older.
If it's meant to be, then it'll be a love song.